Alrighty, welcome everybody to week 4 of my league battle reports, and this is just a picture of my army list. Uh, Top left, my Land Raider Terminators, Defiler in the middle, and my Predator on the top right. My 2 black Rhinos with 10 Chaos Marines in each squad, Melta Flamer, my 8 Berserkers in their Rhino, my Dreadnought, the 4 bikes, the Nurgle Prince, and of course my Lash Sorcerer. And this is my opponent's army list. I know it looks kind of small. Should have took a better, closer picture of him. But anyways, all the way to the left, he has 3 killer cans. Above them is a truck with 12 boys and a knob with a power claw. To the right of that is a battle wagon. Um, Below them is a knob biker squad with the war boss on a bike. Above them is Ludas, and on the top middle and the top right are 2 truck squads, 12 boys with the knob power claw, another battle wagon full of boys, and on the very bottom right is a death copter. Alright, and this is a picture of our table that we played on. Our mission is a deployment zone denial type mission where you get 15 points to have the most units that are not dedicated transports in your deployment zone. You get 5 points if you stop your enemies, elites or heavies, to enter your deployment zone, and an additional 5 if you have an elite or heavy of your own in your opponent's deployment zone. And it's pitched battle, so it's the long table edges. And yep, this is my opponent's deployment. I won the roll off, and I decided to let him go first. So he chose that table edge, and this is his deployment. Starting from the far left, or my far left, his far right. The knob bikers all the way to the left. The looters that are inside the forest, and to the right, you can barely see it. It's his killer cans and a battle wagon. And on the end here, you can see from the last clip the killer cans, battle wagon, and to the right of it is another battle wagon, the 2 trucks behind it, and the death copter all the way to the right. And this is my deployment, starting from my far right. My Predator up against the rock, the 2 Chaos Marine squads with the Rhinos, and my Demon Prince and the bikes are behind the Rhinos. And over to the left of that is a rock with my Land Raider next to that. The Dreadnought is in between the Red Rhino with my Berserkers and the Land Raider. And I put my Lash Sorcerer with the Berserkers, and to the very far left is the Defiler. Now, going into this game, you have to get units into your enemy's deployment zone. Now, I had no other way of stopping him from coming to me. So, going into the game, my thought was, I'm going to try to weather whatever he's going to throw at me and take out a unit at a time, one by one, whatever gets to me first. And that was my plan coming in. I put the Lash Sorcerer in the Berserker Rhino, knowing that he was going to come to me, so I was hoping that I could lash his guys in a nice little circle for my Defiler to throw his battle cannon on it. And you'll see in the game it doesn't work. Alright, now it says Orc turn 1, but this is a scout move where his death copter came towards my Predator, and I chose not to seize the initiative, so this begins his turn. And you can see here he just starts his turn by moving, shuffling his units around, coming towards the very middle of the board. Chaos turn 1. I just move my bikes up to the right to shoot and assault the death copter. The 2 Rhinos move up 12 inches, pop smoke, and my Demon Prince follows behind him. Then on my left side, my Land Raider doesn't move. My Dreadnought is okay. He moves up 6 inches towards the battle wagon. My Red Rhino moves up 6 inches, and my Defiler moves up. This is what happened after my shooting. My Dreadnought shot his multi-melta. He was within 12 inches. Didn't do anything to the battle wagon. Actually, he blew off the weapon, which was the big shooter. And my battle cannon from my Defiler actually shot, got side armor. He failed his cover save. And I lashed these Orks out of the truck so that my Dreadnought could assault the guys who came out. Just a quick shot of what happened. I shot and assaulted the death copter. Orc turn 2. He begins by death rolling my Rhino. Blew it up. my Marines came out, and his Orks piled in. Uh, he called the wall this turn, so he just left him there because they're gonna make it into assault anyway. He turbo boosted his bikes all the way to the right, moved his truck up, and you can see in the very top of the screen the red dice on a truck. He moved and got immobilized in the forest. Then on this side you can see the blue truck moved up in the middle. The Orks came out, moved out of the truck, and his killer cans behind it came up. Then you can see here after his wall moves, on the right his Orks assaulted my Black Marines. The Orks in the middle assaulted my Demon Prince, and the battle with the Dreadnought and the other Orks are still going. Alright, Chaos turn 2. My Dreadnought in the middle there, after he finished up the combat, I rolled and he didn't go crazy. Moved him up. My Defiler with the dice on the back of him, that says popping smoke, and I moved him and I'm going to fleet him this turn. Then there's no other movements besides my bikes coming up to the side of this truck. Then the 6 to the right is my melta-guns shooting. It ramshackled and the guys came out. Then during my assault phase, I jumped over the truck and assaulted him, and nobody died from dangerous terrain. Then my Dreadnought assaulted his killer cans. One died from my multi-melta coming in, and I would kill another one from combat. And it's funny because 3 more rounds of combat, I'm locked in combat with one other killer can. Alright, this is the beginning of his turn 3. You can see on the bottom right, his war boss breaks off to go towards my Predator. He finished off the combat with my Black Marines in the middle, and they're going to join the combat with the Demon Prince. This is just another picture of what's going to happen. The war boss charges and eventually destroys the Predator. Alright, and here you see my Demon Prince is now dead, and this is what happened after he rolled for his D6 wipeout. Alright, Chaos turn 3. I didn't do much. I moved my Black Marines to get into position so I could double charge these guys, and my Sorcerer, I just moved him up so he could lash the back squad on the right. Then here you see my Defiler moved, and I fleeted, and he assaults the Ludas, and my Red Rhino behind him moved up 12 and popped smoke, and the Dreadnought still in combat with that single killer can. And my assault phase, after I lashed him into a nice little flame template, I killed like 2 Orks, and then I assaulted my Defiler charging the Ludas. He eventually kills them all, or kills like 3, and then chases them down. And after all combats, you see the Defiler by himself, and that 4 and 3 next to that killer can. I immobilized him and blew off both of his weapons with my Dreadnought. Then after this combat, I moved my D6 wipeout, and I put that melta gun right there in the middle. I don't know if you could see him, but he actually plays a big part in what's going to happen next. Alright, turn 4. Like I said, that melta gun plays a big part. His battle wagon actually wanted to ram my Land Raider, and tank shocking this unit. I passed, and the melta gun Death or Glory destroyed the Death Roller, or the battle wagon, and then his bikes just moved in afterwards to assault my guys. Then here he just moves his guys out of the truck and assaults my Defiler. This is just a quick shot after combat. As you can see, he kills all my guys with his not bikers. Alright, Chaos turn 4. Nothing much happening. Just move the Land Raider over, got the Terminators out, and the last Sorcerer in position. I'm gonna lash these bikers so that my Dreadnought and the Terminators could dual charge them. Then you see here my Berserker Rhino just moves up 12 inches and turns sideways. Alright, here the lash was successful, and my guys dual assault the knob bikers. Ork turn 5, there's nothing much he could do. Everything's locked in combat, so he just moves his guys into my deployment zone. Chaos turn 5, this is where we actually finish up this combat here. I kill all of his bikers. Alright, this is the end of the game. This is my opponent reaching his hand out to shake my hand. He has a black belt and kicking ass, but just not this game. Anyways, it gives me a victory, full battle points for the mission 25, which puts me at 95 and number 1 for the league. And thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward for next week's game.